So, Donald Trump making a stand, or Trump only stands for himself? That is the balance of propositions presented by this debate debacle. Let's test the two sides. Ben Ferguson, he's a CNN political commentator and a conservative radio host. And Katrina Pearson, she is the national spokesperson for the Trump campaign. Katrina, we start with you. It seems that this is a done deal. He will not be at the debate tonight. Can you confirm that? And what do you see to be the upside of this?
Well, yes, I can confirm that. Good morning. This is really more about the respect that Mr. Trump has been given, particularly by Fox News. Everyone saw the statement that came out. It was extremely unprofessional. Mr. Trump has been the frontrunner of the Republican Party in this race since he entered in June. And it was extremely disrespectful. And it's not just about Mr. Trump. It's about that 40% of the base that is supporting him nationwide. The upside to this is now Mr. Trump can focus on doing something he's been wanting to do for a very long time, and that is to hold an event for veterans.
Is that what this is about, Ben Ferguson, finding a way to raise money for veterans? I saw you shaking your head and smiling a non-smile. What is your point?
Yeah. Look, this is a sick and vile move by a guy that loves to throw those words around, Donald Trump, to use wounded warriors and their true battle scars to his political advantage. I would say this to Katrina. I'm not dumb enough to buy that this is about the veterans, because Donald Trump has never held an event for veterans on his campaign to help and support them with raising money. He uses them for cover now. You have veterans that aren't able to walk. You have veterans that have lost limbs. And because you don't like someone that says something about you at Fox, you then decide to use them. Now, remember, this is a guy who said John McCain is not a hero, a war hero, or a war veteran because he got captured, and I don't like people that get captured. Donald Trump also tried to kick veterans who had special permits to sell things to make a living in New York City away from his hotels multiple times because he said they were a nuisance and were bad for his properties. So for him to come out now in a self-righteous way and to say, I'm going to stand up for veterans and I'm going to do an event that I haven't had time to do until it was convenient for him tonight. Many veterans are going to be turned off by this. Many have said that they think this is disgusting. They went and fought for their country, and now Donald Trump uses them as political pawns. I'm sorry, but I can't support it, and it's sick.
All right, the head of the IAVA, Katrina, just so you know, it's not just Ferguson. The head of the IAVA, Paul Rykoff, a very respected guy in that community, says we're not going to take any donations from Trump's event. We need strong policies from a candidate. That's what we need, you know, not this type of situation to be used as a pawn. Your response?
Well, yeah, and it's not, in fact, just about veterans, Ben, and I think you know this more than anyone. This is not the first time that Mr. Trump has talked about helping veterans, and you should see the veterans that come out to his events that do support him. This event sold out in less than 2 hours. There are a lot of people that want to do this, and it's not just the reason or an excuse for that matter. The concept was, if I'm not going to do the debate, then I'm going to do something, and that's what he wanted to do. More importantly, this isn't just about Mr. Trump. This is about the 40% of his base that is constantly offended on a daily basis for pundits like Ben, who tell everyone that they shouldn't be supporting Trump, and here are the reasons why. Everyone has their own life experience. There are major issues across the world, and we have an American political system where a news network can mock a presidential candidate who is leading in the Republican Party, who also has connections to other campaigns as well as policies on the Hill. That's what this is about.
If you're going to act like that, if Donald Trump really gets this hurt emotionally over a statement put out by Fox News, he should read his own Twitter feed.
It's not emotional.
What they put on paper is about 3 or 4 tweets on average of what Donald Trump puts out every day. The point is this: he can dish it. He cannot take it. And as soon as he gets in trouble with anybody he doesn't like, as soon as someone doesn't say, I'm obsessed with Donald Trump, I love Donald Trump, he says they're idiotic, they're stupid, they're moronic, the same way he's treated veterans that were around his buildings by trying to kick them away from trying to make a living, the same way that you guys have never done a event to support the veterans, to raise money for them in your entire campaign until tonight, when it was politically an opportunity for you to come out and say, we're going to save the world and our veterans that we love. You never did it beforehand, which means you didn't believe in it beforehand. It's only now because you got in trouble and you said, we're not showing up with Donald Trump and we'll use veterans.
Katrina?
Then you haven't been paying attention to the Trump campaign. But I'll also say this.
Have you ever had a fundraiser for the veterans?
This is a business decision. This is a business decision.
It's a business decision.
These networks make tens of millions of dollars on Donald Trump and his viewers. This is what this is about as well.
Are you running for president or are you running a business?
Ben, are you going to let me respond? Are you going to let me respond, Ben?
Katrina, go ahead.
This is about the viewerships on Fox News, where Fox News has been very hostile towards him. This debate was also in conjunction with the NRO, which everyone saw the Against Trump piece. So why are you going to trash the Republican frontrunner and then invite him on to do your debate and make you tens of millions of dollars, which you won't give any proceeds
Again,
to
are you
any
running
charity
for president, or is it all about the money? Because I think this is important for voters, Katrina. You're acting as if he's not running for president. He's not running a business.
Hold on, Katrina. Let him respond now. You made your point. Ben, respond.
Katrina, you're acting as if Donald Trump is somehow running a business here. Which one is it? Is he running for president and truly wanting to fix this country? Or is everything about money? Because everything you just said was about the money. It's like, how dare somebody make cash off of Donald Trump? If you want to go back into private business, then go sell clothes. That's fine with me. Go out there and attack the veterans who are selling things around your buildings where you say they are a nuisance. But don't act like you're holier than thou and somehow doing this for the greater good when all you're talking about is how much money people are going to make tonight. I want someone that's running for president that's not worried about their own personal finances, and that's your talking point. Donald Trump is making other people money. Stop running for president.
All right, Ben.
Katrina,
finances.
Go ahead, respond.
Mr. Trump is running for president. Mr. Trump is running for president. Fox News is running a business. Mr. Trump has been the most accessible candidate than all of the candidates. He's answered all the questions. He's had the most town halls. He's made the most appearances in the media. He's the one out there going to the people. He's had the most rallies, the most people attending those campaigns, Ben. This is running for president. You have to make tough decisions.
Well,
and when someone wants to exploit
then you might not want to talk about how much money people are making.
You're 40% of the supporters of the Republican primary.
Katrina,
that's who we're talking about.
Katrina, in terms of the state of play here, it seemed that Bill O'Reilly last night on the Fox News channel was very solicitous of Donald Trump and trying to convince him to rethink this situation. Do you know if Mr. Ailes or indeed Mr. Murdoch have one or both reached out to Donald Trump to try to change this?
No, not to my knowledge. I do not know that if there has been any phone calls made. Mr. Trump has been very clear about his expectations with regards to Fox News and attending the debate. He's definitely excited about the event that we're going to have tonight in conjunction with the debate. And moving forward, Mr. Trump will plan on attending other debates. But this is nothing different than the RNC, who pulled out of a debate because a network was being dishonest and unfair. This is the exact same thing.
Let me ask you this, though, Katrina. Is this something we can expect to be repeated going forward? Like, if the next time I interview Mr. Trump, he doesn't like something, does that mean that there's going to be a boycott of CNN? There'll be a boycott of our next town hall or our debate? Is this a new tactic, or is this a one-time thing?
Well, I think Mr. Trump comes on CNN all the time, and he does all of the shows and takes all of your questions, whether they're fair or not. This is different. This is a debate where the network was constantly disparaging him and his supporters, by the way. We keep leaving that out. 40% of the base is supporting Mr. Trump, and they are disparaged on a daily basis.
Katrina, Ben, we're going to leave it there.
I got to say this. Let's be clear, though. I got to say one thing. The question that Donald Trump is so upset about from Megyn Kelly was Megyn Kelly quoting his own words. If that is now an unfair question, then the only person Donald Trump should be blaming is Donald Trump for that. She was literally quoting his own words. So if I go back and I bring up a quote that Donald Trump said, and he doesn't like his own words, I'm now banished from the campaign.
That's the question, but we have the rebuttal as well. Look, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys letting each other speak. There's obviously a very big conflict going on within the ranks right now. Thank you for giving us the disposition of the state of play. Katrina, Ben, appreciate it.
Do you want to save the United States of America? Do you want to help save Israel? Do you want to know the truth? Then join us at JewsForCruise.com. You don't have to be Jewish to join.